Hello everyone, Gareth here from What Culture Wrestling, bringing you some solo Saturday news once again, but full disclosure, I'm not feeling very well today. I'm a little bit ill, so I'm just going to get that out of the way, so I sound a bit subdued, a bit like, ugh, that's why I just feel a bit blech, and that's fine, but we need to get over this, we need to power through, because we need to talk about all this incredible wrestling news that I have for you in the palm of my hands right here, and the first thing I want to talk about is all things Mercedes Mone, because yes, we have more news about Mercedes Mone and her future, really. There's been a lot of talk about her future going forward. What is the former Sasha Banks going to be doing? Is she going to be popping up in WWE? Is she going to pop up in AEW? Is she going to go back to New Japan? We do not know right now, but one thing we do sort of know, according to this report that has dropped, I think it was last night, is that talks between herself and WWE appear to have fallen through. So yeah, Fightful Select have reported this. They've said that they were kind of talking, the two sides were talking for quite some time, but they're no longer in negotiations regarding a return. And this is after they had like quite some kind of lengthy talks from the sounds of it. And they were quite friendly, they were quite amicable, but then in the end, WWE's side walked away. They just walked away as a result of the stalemate, of just that they weren't able to come to an agreement. They just went, you know what, we're okay with this. We're just going to go and do our own thing. You go and do your thing and just have the time of your life wherever you're going to go. And a WWE source told Fightful that another source, so there was two different sources. The first source said that they're obviously no longer in negotiations. And the other source said that they believe that Mone would be appearing somewhere else imminently. So we don't know what that somewhere else is. It could be AEW, it could be New Japan, it could be Impact for all we know. I think Trinity is obviously in Impact right now, and those two were in a tag team when they did leave WWE and they walked out back in 2022. That is going to be 2 years ago this year coming. That is mad. Time does fly, doesn't it? But we've not really seen a lot of Mone since she hurt her ankle against Willow Nightingale in that match that they had. That was months ago at this point. It's a long time ago. Again, time is just flying. It's blowing my little mind. And we saw her at All In. I was there at All In. We saw her on the big screen. Everyone was like, wow, is she going to be in AEW imminently? And she just didn't pop up there. So we don't really know exactly what's happening with her right now. But we do know clearly from this report at this point that it doesn't look like she's going to go to WWE. Things could change. They always do in the wrestling business. It didn't look like CM Punk was going to go to WWE at one point, and now we're living in that world. So you never know with these kind of things. But right now, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. But something that will be happening, apparently, on this coming Monday's Raw is, it looks like a former WWE Champion is set to return on this Red Show, this particular version of the Red Show, the Day One Red Show that they're doing. They're going all Day One. They like the gimmick special episodes of Raw and SmackDown now, don't they? They've kind of gone the AEW route with that, and they're just going super special shows. And this is one of those special shows. And Triple H commented on this kind of former WWE Champion stuff, because there have been reports on it, and I'll go into that in a second, but he put on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, he put, not going to confirm or deny the rumours of a former WWE Champion appearing at WWE Raw Day One, but I will say to stay tuned. The cheeky little sausage, he knows something's going on, this Papa H, he knows something's happening, and he just appears to be teasing with us. Oh, something might not happen, and we'll all just riot on Twitter, on social media, whatever it is, we'll go crazy. But Fightful reported earlier on Friday that WWE was on the 1 yard line in regards to landing this former WWE Champion to appear on the show. And according to Fightful, the person in question is someone not currently on the roster either. So they're not somebody who's part of the kind of part-time member of the roster or anyone like that. It seems like somebody who'd be in the alumni section perhaps. So this is a former WWE Champion that looks set to be appearing on Day One. And I'm excited. I love stuff like this. It's like a random kind of legend popping up out of nowhere. It's not going to be Randy Orton. I don't know why I said out of nowhere, but yeah, it's exciting. Day One looks pretty cool so far, because you got Seth Rollins defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Drew McIntyre, the return of the Scottish accent. I know you wanted it. It's come back. You got that, and then obviously we've got on top of this, because WWE are doing this whole New Year's knockout week thing where they're just doing special shows for the start of the new year. I like it. More of the same. Keep bringing it on. And we've also got a New Year's Evil event. That's NXT. They're doing that on the Tuesday. And then Friday, we'll see a New Year's Revolution, and that's on SmackDown. And on that show, you're going to have the three-way. It's going to be headlined by a three-way between AJ Styles, LA Knight, and Randy Orton. That man again, out of nowhere. And the winner of that will obviously face Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble for the WWE Universal Undisputed Championship of the heavyweight world and all the planets in between. So that's going to happen. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'm excited for that one. That's on January 27th. Again, this tip, where is time going? We're in Royal Rumble season now. We're very close to the Royal Rumble. That's the next PLE pay-per-view, whatever you call it. That is coming very soon, and I am giddy. That's my favorite event of the year. I think it's a lot of people's favorite event of the year. I know it's Phil's. Speaking of Phil, where the hell is he? He's just left me. 2 Saturdays in a row. He's just off, just living his life, probably drinking all the nice drinks and eating food. It's silly. And I'm just here on my own. So let me know what you think of all this kind of excitement around day one. Let me know in the comment section what you think of that, because it seems pretty cool. I'm giddy for it. I'm sick of all the highlight packages, the kind of the best of 2023 stuff. Let's move on into the new year. So you let me know what thing you're most excited about when it comes to this whole New Year's knockout week thing. But something else that you could be potentially quite excited about is what's going on with another wrestler, another star in their future. And this particular person is Andrade El Idolo. Yes, Andrade El Idolo. He's currently a big old AEW star. He's been killing it in the Continental Classic. He was doing really well. I've thoroughly enjoyed his work in that. And there's been kind of like a bit of, I don't know, rumblings, talk. Like a lot of people didn't think he was going to stay in AEW for the foreseeable future, like that for what's going on in the next like year or so. A lot of people thought, he's probably going to go at some point. But now, according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, some within WWE are expecting him to return to WWE. That's people within that company are saying that, oh yeah, it looks like he could come back at some point. And some close to him have agreed that he may well go back to his former employer because, well, he's got a lot of reasons to, hasn't he? His wife works there. He did quite well under Triple H in NXT, and he just seems like a guy who quite likes being in that particular sphere. He's done pretty well. I don't know. I wasn't completely sold on him in the first couple of years in AEW. I just don't think they used him very well. He seemed like a super talented guy, but he was just getting a bit lost in the shuffle. But over the last like 6 months, he's really come out of his shell, I think, on AEW. He's really kind of excelled. And he's found his spot, I think, on Collision. I think he works really well there. And some people have actually stated that he is open to staying within AEW if Tony Khan's able to make a better offer than what WWE are going to potentially make if they do make an offer. So the door's open either way there. So, and he has mentioned that his contract is set to expire soon with AEW. So that's pretty. We've seen with AEW in the past, they will keep people like on television and show them off right up until the day like the contract expires. Look at Jade Cargill, like Cody Rhodes, people like that. They're all within the AEW just content machine, whatever you want to call it. They were all there right up until the day they kind of legged it. So he could just stay on Collision and Dynamite, all these kind of things, right up until he goes. So it's not really known exactly right now when that date is that his contract will expire. He joined back in 2021, and I don't know. I think he's had an interesting run within AEW, hasn't he? He's had a few decent kind of top tier matches. Had a bit of some weird creative decisions. Right now, I like what's going on with him, the whole CJ Perry stuff, and like obviously he's going to fight Miro at World's End. That's going to be a big old thing. That's going to happen like very, very soon. That's like this weekend, so that's pretty mad that is literally happening this week. I can't get my head around stuff that's happening right now. It's all so soon. We've got so much more wrestling to enjoy, even before the end of the year. I know, crazy. It seems also like he'd like to work for New Japan at some point. Like he'd like to kind of like go back and like do some to work in Japan. He did want to work Fantastica Mania this coming February, but that's going to conflict with his schedule, and he has been competing for CMLL lately, and during a press conference for the company, he said that he has several options available to him moving forward, and he's set to make a decision at some stage in 2024 about his future, so whatever that means. For Andrade El Idolo, I'm excited for it. I just want him to be in a place where he's getting paid well, he's happy, and we get to see loads of hard-hitting back elbows, because that man can swing his arm, can't he? He's a chaotic individual in that ring, and I love it. I love to see it. So let me know what you think of Andrade El Idolo's future, Mercedes Money's future, and the future of Monday Night Raw, because apparently a former WWE champion is set to pop up on that show. So it's all the stuff, all the good stuff is going down. Thank you for joining me today for this solo Saturday news. A bit more subdued, a bit calm, really, for my typical news videos that are normally just explosions of energy, just a bit more relaxed. We've enjoyed it. We've had a good time. Let me know again what you think of all those stories. Follow myself on Twitter at gmorgan04. Follow everyone here at What Culture at What Culture WWE. And yeah, just enjoy the rest of 2023. We've got like a day and a bit now, so just end it strong. Yeah, with the fist in the air and shake it like you just don't care. Bye bye.